falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one up to around the 33.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
And Chubb will try the middle here.
The stop made defensively by Mike Edwards. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
That's the corner. A.J. Terrell getting up and stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by DeMonte Kazin.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider
offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On first down, they'll run the Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. They'll set up a throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. The Raiders at 12-4 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw again. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Another run here with Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gallop the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Will Fuller, 36 yards. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
That one covers 29 yards. First down.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw again. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazing. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. to the play.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'd say they learned from his costly red zone pick earlier in the game, because this time he puts the throw away from where any defender can make a play on it. Unfortunately, he also sailed it over his intended target, and that doesn't work out well either.
He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up.
They did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
They'll drop to throw. Throw caught by Raymond. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Will Fuller, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Chiefs would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Makes the score.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. It's Kirk. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong 1st half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the 1st half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now in punt formation. But as we've seen, that's no guarantee he'll punt the football.
It's 4th down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive as Sanders has it poked free. And the Raiders pick it up. And some room to maneuver. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Raiders have got him.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got a man complete. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
The return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. They find some open field here.
He's got room at the 30.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch.
Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up, trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another run with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drive. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Locating St. Brown for another catch. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A give running right, it's Chubb. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Chiefs are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, so that'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that.